Adobe Radio, The Brett Davern Show.
Guy who has the best producer in town.
That's me.
Your new best friend, Brett Davern.
Listen up, everybody. This is our show. Thank you for telling your friends and family about this silly program and engaging with us on the social medias. If you'd like to shout out a friend, shout out us or with us, you can send the show a text anytime from anywhere in the world. Just put our email address, bdsfans@adobe.com, into your text messaging. Where you normally put a phone number, compose your text and press send. Once again, the address to text is bdsfans@adobe.com. Today, prove that you're listening, even if it's on the podcast app, by sending in the gorilla emoji. There must be one. I don't know, I'm just taking a guess. There's Gorilla Glue on the desk behind Katie. And that's what I glanced at. There's a bottle of Gorilla Glue in the studio. So, I don't know. Maybe there's a gorilla on there.
There's some monkeys.
Oh, I don't know. All right. Lots of big show to get to today. Before we get to all of it, let's go around the room and spell recently. Hello, intern Earmuffs.
Good morning. RECENTLY.
Good morning, MTVP.
Good morning. RECENTLY? ELY?
And good morning, producer Katie LeClaire.
Hi, Brett. I just heard it twice. RECENTLY. Don't.
How do you know that's right?
Because Jordan said it.
We just trust that Jordan's correct?
Yeah.
Since she graduated high school most recently?
Yes.
Out of all of us?
Yeah.
So you're just assuming she's right. You don't even know if she's right.
Jordan's a smart girl. I trust whatever Jordan says.
I was going to say RECENTLEY.
Recently.
But I don't know if that's correct. Do you want to know how Katie spelled it on the
we
board?
don't have to. You put me on blast.
Here's how Katie spelled it on the board. RECIENTLEY.
Jordan is literally covering her
Recently.
face. She's so embarrassed for me.
Katie spelled it recently.
Recently.
I'm glad that you can laugh at yourself, Katie. Whatever. Thank you for filling out the board, and it's early. I'll give you a couple of excuses you can use.
Thank you. I would spell it that way at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
I think that's definitely true. And
How do you spell definitely?
Don't ask me to spell definitely. Let's take a break. This is the song Blow. It's by Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton.
Staple Templeton.
This song rocks. Turn it up. Happy Wednesday. We'll be right back. Okay.
How bad is it?
Actually,
It's terrible.
you didn't do the L-E-Y, but...
It looks like an L-E-Y to me.
But you did
The
the
L-Y. I did do the I. It's true.
But at least you did the I.
Recently.
At least you did I before E.
It's pretty funny.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
Whatever, she does it at like 5 a.m., but it's still funny.
Oh, it's bad. I am not a speller. What's happening? Is
know.
Brett wiggling too much?
No, he's cool. It's just that camera keeps popping off like this.
Oh.
Just fix HDMI. If you want to try it again. Still says no video.
It's a good song, right? Oh, Jordan likes this one.
Wait, I have a question.
That one work?
Why are they called
Video?
Ed Sheeran and Bruno Mars?
Why are they called what?
Why are their names Bruno Mars, Chris Stapleton, Ed Sheeran?
That's who's
Is that a
singing this
joke?
song. What are you talking about?
Oh.
What are you talking about?
Why, like,
This song is a collaboration
There we go.
between Ed Sheeran, Bruno Mars, and Chris Stapleton.
That doesn't sound like.
You didn't know that?
No.
This is Bruno singing. That doesn't sound like Bruno Mars to you?
Should
There it goes.
What the heck?
Have you never heard this song?
I never listened.
You're sitting there singing
turn it
every
a little
word.
I'm not. I was
Jordan,
studying.
just a little.
What?
I was like, I was studying in my head. Yes.
You weren't singing this song?
No. I didn't know that they were actually in this song.
You were sitting there like this, and you were mouthing words that matched perfectly the song.
Really? No, I wasn't going over the.
You were literally sitting there going like this. Like in perfect rhythm, and I was like, oh, you love this
Oh
song.
my god, I didn't know they were actually in this song. That's
Oh my god.
putting this on my list.
What is
Jordan, we
happening?
played this song for like 5 weeks.
Like
I know, but I
forever.
never like listened through the whole. I only heard the beginning with the scream, and I thought it was just like
What is
the
happening today?
nicknames. I thought it was just like the nickname that they called themselves up as a joke.
Like there's some band out there who's like, and this is Bruno Mars.
Yeah, this whole time.
And they've been getting away with it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call my next man Justin Timberlake. Ladies and gentlemen, Justin Timberlake. It's so funny. Oh my god, that's really funny.
Is a girl here?
Yeah, you said the reason I was like, you told me before the show Leela. Then you said Leland.
That's the mom.
Yeah.
I know what Andy Mack is. I watch the show all the time.
So is it Leland or
Leland.
Leela?
Lee Lin.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I got confused.
Oh my god. Here we go. We're back.
Behind the
Do the
scenes
news
fix of
stuff.
Brett, Katie, and their guests. IW Radio.
Today in celebrity birthdays, it is what the internet is calling Bay Day.
Oh,
Any guesses why?
because it means before anyone else.
Oh.
Check out
Is
that
that
millennial
what
knowledge.
BAE, Bay means?
Yeah. Come on, Katie.
Yeah.
How come I'm teaching her about
I
pop
like
culture?
that you
That's
know
weird.
that. That's impressive.
Before anyone else.
It's Beyonce's birthday.
Oh, yeah.
She turns 38.
Queen Bee.
Queen Bee.
I used to like Beyonce, and then she self-directed a documentary about herself, and
Did you watch the
I've
documentary?
been lukewarm ever since. Yeah, I did. It was on HBO. You can still go back and watch it. She directed, it was like her directorial debut, and her subject was herself. And the documentary is, she's swimming, she is neck deep in Lake Me. You know what I mean? It's just a little too much. There's a documentary coming to HBO soon. I don't know if you call it a documentary or not, but they're doing a special on HBO where it's Coach Bill Belichick of the New England Patriots
Right.
sitting down with Coach Nick Saban of the Alabama Crimson Tide.
Yeah.
There is not one thing that's ever been on television that I'd want to watch less than that.
I'm surprised by that.
Oh my God. I thought
Really?
I'd want to watch it, and then I saw the promo for it. It's just the two of them sitting in chairs across from each other, just stroking each other for an hour. Like, oh, they're like sitting there like, when you've been on top of the mountain, you become the mountain, and like all this like bullshit about like how great the two of them are. It's like, anyone who's not a New England Patriot fan and a Alabama Crimson Tide fan, why are you watching that? It's just like the most sycophantic, like, I don't want, oh God. It makes my skin crawl even thinking about it. Let's just sit across from each other and talk about how awesome we are for an hour and a half, and people will tune in. Even if I was a Patriots fan, I'd be like, this is a little much for me. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Beyonce.
Yeah, that's my take on Beyonce's birthday.
Happy birthday to James Bay, who turns 29.
Oh, what? Who's James Bay?
He's a musician.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday, James.
Happy birthday to Max Greenfield, who turns 39.
Oh, man, you're hitting me with him today. I don't know.
New
Who's
girl.
that? Oh, yeah. I like him. He's funny.
And Damon Wayans turns 59.
Wait, Max Greenfield, he's also in the new Cedric the Entertainer
Yes.
sitcom.
Yeah.
Right? And then, and who else? I missed the last one.
Damon Wayans.
Oh, Damon Wayans, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blank Man.
Blank Man?
That's a deep cut. You're going to have to go look that one up.
I probably will.
Superhero comedy from the 90s starring Damon Wayans and David Allen Greer.
Oh.
David Allen Greer is hilarious.
Huh.
So is Damon Wayans.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Damon.
Extra, read all about it.
All right, Justin Bieber put out a Instagram post yesterday, and it is long.
Oh my God. He wrote War and Peace on Instagram.
He sure did.
Wow.
He sure did.
What?
So we are not going to read all of it, but
And the headline is Instagram has decided to limit the number of characters. Oh my God.
it's pretty a lot.
If you got that as a text message, you'd never read it.
No, never.
Whoa.
No, never. Guess how many likes this post has?
Oh, speaking of sycophantic, I have no idea.
We're at 3.6 million.
Ugh.
3.6 million likes.
Ugh.
And one person that I follow likes it and makes me want to not follow that person.
Ugh.
Okay, so the point of this post is to say...
To prove that he's not illiterate.
Okay, I didn't check for spelling errors
Come on.
or typos, but as we established earlier in this show, I am not the person to be checking this for spell check.
That's a good point.
It's hard to get out of bed in the morning with the right attitude when you're
Okay.
overwhelmed
No,
with your
stop.
past
I don't
job
care anymore.
responsibilities,
I don't care
emotions,
anymore.
and your family.
I don't care anymore.
If you skip to the end,
I don't care anymore.
the new paragraph, if you skip to the end, says,
Wait, the first 5 words, she has it up on the screen, I'm reading it. The first 5 words, it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. No thanks, Justin, I'm moving on. Just give me a break. Just knock it off. You know when it's hard to get out of bed in the morning? You got 2 kids running around the house. You're trying to figure out how to pay for the roof over their head. Don't come at me, Justin Bieber. Just knock it off. Just stop. Just stop. Who likes this kind of? No, stop. I'm upset. I'm upset, Katie.
do you want me to read more?
No, it's terrible. Oh, when it's hard to get out of bed in the morning. Just stop it, everybody. Wait, leave it up there. I want to keep reading while you're talking. Why'd you get rid of it? All right,
It
keep
says, I went from a 13-year-old boy from a small town to being praised left and right
Oh,
by the
God.
world of millions, saying how much they loved me and how great I was. I don't know about you, but humility comes with age.
Oh, yeah, right. As I write the world's longest Instagram post. Look how humble I am.
By 20, I made every bad decision you could have thought of, and went on one of the most loved and adored people in the world. Went from one of the most loved and adored people in the world
Did
to
he
the
just
most
call
ridiculed.
himself loved and adored?
Yep, judged and hated person in the world.
Oh, that's because you're a dummy.
If you skip to the end, it says,
I'm really...
I started doing pretty heavy drugs at 19 and abused all of my relationships. I became resentful, disrespectful to women, and angry. I became distant to everyone who loved me, and I was hiding behind a shell of a person
How
that
long
I'd
are we
become.
going to read?
That's it. First of all, calm down.
Ugh.
Don't calm down in your opinion about Justin Bieber, but like,
There's nothing worse than people
I had
just
to get it out.
looking for attention by writing these kinds of things. Like, just stop it.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God. Like, in the post, what you're apologizing for is exactly what you're still doing. Seeking the attention of people who you don't know. You know what I mean?
yep.
Justin, you want to find real synergy or whatever it is you're looking for? Just go off into the woods by yourself and don't tell us about it. Figure it out and come back.
Right.
You know what I mean? And don't do an interview about it when you come back. Just go find yourself, come back a different person, and live your life.
Right.
I don't need to know about it. And neither does any of the other people that you don't know. You know what I mean?
Well, 3.6 million people really like it.
Just sycophants. Sycophants. Done with it. Move on.
On
You've
this
upset
date
me.
in history.
In 1781, Los Angeles is founded.
No,
1781, that was a long time ago.
that's a long time ago.
That was a bit ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Some would argue that it had already been found before that.
The best thing Katie's seen so far today.
A small town in a small town in Vermont called Orange is dealing with a very serious problem. 250 escaped pigs are running rampant through the small town. 50 adult pigs and 200 piglets.
Whoa.
There's a lot of pigs.
Whoa.
They're causing traffic jams. Pedestrians cannot cross the street. The pigs are chasing pedestrians down the road.
Katie, I want to ask you a question that I ask you on this show all the time. What year is it? What year is it?
Yeah.
Is it 1890 or is it 2019? How are your pigs getting out? We should have come up with this technology a long time ago. It's called a fence!
Well, the fence got damaged.
Yeah, but we can't make an unbreakable pig fence. It's
can't.
2019. What the hell is going on? There's like people are wanting to put microchips inside your body and things like that. We can't keep the pigs behind the fence.
Well, apparently a disgruntled ex-employee damaged the fence in a form of vandalism and
that's
stole hundreds of
ridiculous.
thousands of dollars worth of tools. And then the outdoor farm manager at the farm got injured and he was not able to repair the fencing. So the whole entire town got together to corral the pigs.
Mm-hmm.
They had to chase the pigs into ditches, round them up one by one.
Mm-hmm. If you right now were wearing petticoats and bloomers and standing on a soapbox on a corner of Main Street of an old Western town and it was 1890, you could read the exact same news story.
It's true.
You could literally read the exact same news story.
Yep.
Farmhand gets upset, steals some stuff, and opens the gate on his way out.
Yep.
What
Yep.
year is it? It's ridiculous.
It's 1819.
Oh my God.
2019? Wait, what year?
Moving on.
Did you hear about this one?
Texas has accidentally decriminalized weed.
Yes. Finally.
It's finally some good news out of Texas.
Hey, Cletus, put down the gun and pick up that reefer. Hey, man, you here? Open carry. Not open carry anymore for handguns, but open carry for that spliff.
It's true. No, it's true.
Sweet.
Yeah. So they passed a law in June saying that they would not process hemp charges.
Okay.
And it takes a lab to determine whether or not hemp or weed are whether the person is possessing hemp or weed. And so they decided that they're just not going to pursue any weed charges at all.
I love a loophole.
Previously, if you were caught with a quarter of an ounce of weed,
They'd hang you.
they would.
It's Texas.
There'd be a $10,000 fine and 2 years in jail.
Yeah, and they'd kill you.
I mean,
It's Texas.
it is. Texas is a weird. It's a weird place.
You know, Texas always threatens to break off and start their own country. I
You
say
support
let
it?
them. Yeah, let them. Who cares? I've been there several times. We don't need it.
Ooh. Texas,
That's-
point your angry tweets at BDAV.
No, go for it. I don't care. At me.
He doesn't like Whataburger either.
I'll fight back at you. No, forget it. There's nothing. No. What? Come on. You're even from there, and I dare you to defend it. I mean, other than Austin, other than the city of Austin.
Austin's great.
Which we could just build a road straight to Austin. There's no exits on it. It only goes straight to Austin and straight out of Austin. And then other than that, you build a fence around it. Uh-oh. Now I'm talking about building fences
Yeah,
again.
you're sounding like somebody else I've heard of.
I'm just saying they threaten all the time to break off, and I just go, yeah, whatever, let them. So what?
You're for it?
We'll be fine without them. We live in California.
Well, it's true, but now you can smoke weed there, so things are looking up for Texas.
Yeah, that's because no matter who you are, no matter what you believe in, no matter what, it doesn't matter. Everyone's up for having a good time.
Yeah, I
Doesn't
think
matter.
that's true.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
Good, though. Step in the right direction, Texas, finally. Now let's get Adam and Eve out of the textbooks while we're at it.
Oh, goodness.
Coming in hot today, Katie.
Oh, I like it.
I'm on one.
Couple days off. Let's take a
Justin
break.
Bieber.
Oh, the Biebs.
It's just, ugh, blah, blah, ugh. It's like, ugh. The whole thing just drives me crazy. And the fact that his followers like fall for it. Double tap.
Yeah.
It's just like, stop, you know? The day he becomes a real person, then wake me up, you know?
I think that's what this post was trying to do.
Yeah, but he's been so, he's just, you
so
were
far
a child
lost.
star. Like,
Yeah.
forget it. You're past the point of no return. The only way you can come back, you got to do what Leo did.
What?
You go away for a long time, and then you come back. That's what Leo did. You know what I mean? Like, you had Titanic and all that. It was like on top of the world, Romeo and Juliet, blah, blah, blah. And then he went away for a few years, and he comes back with The Beach. You know, like an arty,
Yeah.
gritty, kind of, dirty, like, indie style movie, and then he can do whatever he wants for the rest, because you got to go away for a while.
Yeah.
You can't just write a post telling everyone you're different. You're not. Anyway.
Actions, not words.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Just lead by example. That's all. Let's play some music. This is AC/DC.
Yes, it is.
The song is called Dirty Deeds Done for Cheap. We'll be right back after this. Let's just bring her in here. I got nothing to talk about.
What?
Let's just bring her in here. I don't have anything to talk about. I'm fired up though.
I know. She's like super.
By the way, the whole time like I'm yelling about Bieber, Jordan's sitting here going,
Jordan, you realize your responsibility on this show, right? You are the audience. You are the barometer. for
yeah.
What is
If you're
funny
nodding,
and
I'm like,
what's not.
I'm on it.
Yep.
I don't like
That's
this.
how we do it.
I feel like he didn't even write that very close to himself.
Goddamn right.
His
You know what?
focus.
I always start to worry about the next generation. Then I look at the two of you and I go, we're gonna be fine. We're gonna be just fine.
That's inspiring.
It's true. He's the worst. Is there anyone worse? Come on, he's the worst, right?
Yeah.
Nobody. Does people in people you know actually like him? No.
No.
Right?
When he was like in his childhood.
Hey, how's it
going?
going? I'm great.
Jordan, nice to meet
Here
you.
we're gonna have you come all the way around here
Okay, cool.
on that
Hi.
corner. Hi, I'm Brett.
Brett Leland.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
you.
Hello.
Hey.
Awesome.
Austin Leland, nice to meet you.
Just right there on the corner.
This corner.
Yeah, there you go. And then-
Power corner.
That's
Power
it. That's
corner.
it. Grab the
Sweet.
microphone.
Okay. No, good things.
You can kind of put that wherever you'd
let me
like.
get
and
right.
There's headphones right here.
Great.
Welcome. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of
So
course.
you guys like wake up
Every
early
morning.
every day.
Every day.
Oh my god.
We're here at 6.
Like that's
You wake up early too, though, don't you?
No, I mean I did
I
when
thought
I
it
was
was that
in.
party you left because you had to wake up too.
Oh, that is like those are outside circumstances. That is not.
Okay, all right, there you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, I did in Utah on Andy Mac for a while because there's just like nothing to do, and I was getting all soft.
In Utah? You're kidding.
Yeah. Yes.
I love
Believe it or
shooting.
not.
There's nothing better than shooting in Utah.
Oh my gosh.
This is
yeah.
a bar, not a restaurant. This is a restaurant, not a bar.
That's so weird.
What a weird place that is.
Yeah. And did you know that like they have to mix grease behind the
I know.
Behind a curtain.
curtain?
Yeah, the veil.
So you don't see the
So
sin.
strange.
What?
Yeah, it's so strange.
So that you don't see the sin is really funny. That's a great line. So that you don't
Wait,
see the sin.
I think we have friends in common. Do you know Dr. God?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you guys had Neil Garguilo.
Gargiulo.
Gargiulo.
Yes. Neil's the.
We have
Neil's a
all
good
those
friend.
guys,
Yeah.
Justin
That's
and
amazing.
Brian and all
Yeah,
those
I
guys.
love those guys.
Oh yeah, they're
great.
like
Yeah.
really good friends. Yeah. for a
That's
long
amazing.
time.
How do you guys know?
I know.
So I know. Are you watching the time for this
Yeah.
song?
30 seconds.
Justin from Dr. God wrote a movie that I did like 10, 12 years
What was the
ago.
movie? I might have done the table.
It was called Pool Boys. It was like
Ah.
forever ago.
Ah.
But so he wrote that, and then so we just became friends, and then I just met all the guys.
Justin and Sean have a radio show here as well.
Oh no way.
It's
Yeah.
about weed.
They do like a weed based.
Yeah.
So
The
cool.
Way Highway.
The Way
The Way Highway.
Oh my
man.
gosh. The Way Highway.
They're great.
Yeah, I love those guys.
Wow, that's
was
so
fun.
cool.
Yeah, I was doing some internet stalking and I was like, oh,
That's amazing.
That's great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really love it. And like that's also like a cool special connection too, because like I only know them from the improv.
oh really?
Yeah.
That's really fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, here
Here
we
we
go.
Well, text him right now. Just enter BDS
Leland Bowden.
Adobe.com where you normally put the
Bowden,
phone number. Compose your text and press send. Then sit back and listen to him get derailed in real time.
Leland Bowden in studio. Thanks for being here.
Yay!
Wait,
oh,
I-
so much
I
applause.
have to- I'm running over here. I have to fix this before
Oh,
we
okay,
keep
yeah.
going.
Oh,
Just
oh, this
because-
is.
It's better.
There we go.
There we are.
All
Okay.
right. I just,
Now I'm
gotta
I'm
make
live.
sure everything's professional in here.
Oh,
That's all.
yeah.
I'm done yelling about Bieber. And I'm ready to move on with the interview. Thanks for being here. You know Leland from Disney Channel's Andy Mac, but you're also directing now. You perform all the time in LA at UCB. So much to talk about with you.
Yeah.
Let's start out with just how early in the morning it is. Are you a morning person?
Oh my God. I mean, I thought I was, but then they're like, be here at 7. I was like, oh. I am not a morning, not like you guys.
Right.
That was my only thought going to bed last night and waking up this morning is like, oh my gosh, Brett and Key are up every single, they do this every day.
Yeah.
This is every day for them.
Yeah.
We've learned how to wake up in the morning.
Sure.
What like helps you guys wake up in the morning?
Well, yelling about Justin Bieber will wake you up.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah.
I find that it's...
But like getting to the studio, like how do you roll out of bed?
Can I tell you, Leland? Brett rolls out of bed because I call him in the morning and say, hey, wake up.
Right. That's true every third morning. Generally, see, Katie and I, we live in the same part of town, so we carpool a lot, actually.
Oh, nice.
And it helps because I'll start yelling about Justin Bieber in the car. And then it just continues on
So
to
you
the
just
show.
like roll your rant onto
I find
the air.
having a strong opinion in the morning will really wake you up.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
These people that just wake up and like brush their teeth and then roll to work without really like talking to anyone, it's like, no. You got to wake up and just start yelling at the TV or something. Yell at the cat.
Get the
whatever.
blood flowing.
Get the blood moving, you know?
Yeah, checking news headlines in the morning. I'm like, what?
What are your thoughts?
Yeah.
Because you know you're on Disney Channel and you had to have met some child actors in your time.
Not
and,
a one. Not a single
I mean,
one.
I certainly have. I know Katie has. I mean, Bieber was famous super young. We were yelling about him earlier. I mean, what are your thoughts on this guy?
I pride myself in having absolutely no thoughts on him.
Okay.
Like I think that we give him power by our passion for him, love or hate.
I totally agree, and I wish I could ignore him, but I have this silly morning show where like headlines, we do the headlines, and he's in the headlines, and then it's like if I never had this show, if I had never left my hometown, if I just had a regular job, I would never even think about Justin Bieber.
Sure.
But here I am, obsessed with Justin Bieber.
I try to gauge how much I'm paying attention to a person, not by how much the media is pushing them at me, but how much human value I think they have.
That's
you know,
nice.
like are they doing an art that I am interested in? You know, are they in a show that I like? Are they a kind person? You know, and if there's nothing that just grips me, I think everybody is 3-dimensional. You know, and I'm sure he has this. You know, he is somebody's baby. But at the same time, it's just like, the Venn diagram of the things I have in common, and from what has been introduced to me through the media of Justin Bieber and you know our overlapping area of things we have in common, I think is not a large area. And so it's like, okay, so I choose to try to seek out things in my life that will benefit me and just dodge Bieber, Kardashian news. You know?
Totally.
Right.
I feel like all these people, they always like whine on their own social media or something like, the press is always, you know, painting me in this light, or like everyone thinks I'm this way, but I'm really this way. It's like, hey, buddy, like if there's more than, 28 stories of you being this certain way, like maybe look in the mirror a little bit.
What's the Seinfeld thing? You hear it 3 times and it's true? Is that
don't know.
Friends or Seinfeld or?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I should know this, and I don't.
That's a reference to. Okay.
But you know what I mean, though? Like, I run into people all the time who are like, man, people, like, think of me this way, or, like, blah, 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 like, whatever. It's like, well, maybe you should look in the mirror a little bit if that's what you're hearing all the time,
or,
you know? Like, I'm sure the media is after him a little bit, because, whatever, they're sensational
He's an
stories,
easy target.
but, yeah.
And also, I think that, like...
Puts himself in the crosshairs, I'd say.
Yeah, I think when you're a certain personality, that's not going to... Like, you're not trying to play the game of being good boy or good girl for... publicity, then you have like a more complicated relationship with media. You're like, oh no, I'm not really bad, but maybe I am, you know? And so it's like, I mean, when people are like, oh gosh, I hate being painted this way, I feel like they're always doing it with like a little bit of a smirk. You're like, oh my gosh, isn't this terrible?
Yeah.
You guys, because it's like an attention and it's a craving, and we're probably all here because we like have an undying need for attention.
What do you mean? I mean, I wake up at 5:30 in the morning every day to
Just
come
for your
talk for
own
an hour. just for the love of it.
For the love.
All right. right, let's get off of Justin Bieber now. You played Bex on Disney Channel's Andy Mac.
I did.
Such a beloved show
Yeah.
by
thank
so
you.
many people. Bex, really interesting name, by the way.
Short for Rebecca.
Yeah, BEX though.
Yeah,
Interesting.
to make it cooler.
Cool points.
I don't really know what to ask here. I just know it's such an iconic show. I mean, memories
grow up-
from that set. Did you grow up watching
Alex
Mack, or what was your?
I did grow up watching Secret World of Alex Mack, which is not a Disney show, but
It was a
I thought
Nickelodeon show, right?
It was a Nickelodeon show.
Yeah.
But I think it was so cleverly named because it roped in a lot of people that are my age that thought it was a reboot of Alex Mack.
Yeah, what is the story there? They have to be aware of that, right?
Yeah, I think it's definitely clever.
Yeah.
How much can I say? The first name of the show did not fly because it's the name of an adult site.
Oh, well, there
So
you
like
go.
the original pilot thing was very innocent, but it just also happened to be the name of an adult site.
Can you imagine that day at the Disney headquarters? Because they got like 3 floors of lawyers over there. When someone finally figured that out, they're like, "Oh my God,
Oh my
Bill!"
gosh.
Like just people running up and down hallways, like, "No,
Somebody
stop!"
kicks a chair on the way down.
I'm sure there's like a do not break glass unless, situation for just that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
No, I mean, it got Katie and I this morning. We started talking about in the studio before the show and everything. We're like, "Did you watch Alex Mack?" Like, it totally got us.
Yeah.
Yeah, see?
sure.
So
Yeah. So yeah, I think it was a super, super clever way to name her. And yeah, what's great about the show is that like once it like people my age like kind of heard about it, they could watch it and it's watchable enough that a lot of people my age stuck with it.
Yeah,
So
totally.
I've got friends who've watched the entire 3 seasons.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh gosh, it's so sweet. I mean, like clearly it's it's for families, it's for kids, and that's the main demographic that we want to appeal to. But it means something extra special to me that I also have a respect and a knowledge with my own peers too.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. Let's talk about directing.
Yeah.
Because you recently directed a comedy short called
Yeah.
Becoming Eddie. It's about like kind of what we're talking about, like growing up.
Yeah.
It takes place in the 80s.
Yes.
Which is right in my wheelhouse.
Ooh, girl,
now
yes.
we're talking.
You know how hard it is to make a movie in the 80s, guys?
What do you mean?
Like, it was so, it should not have been as expensive as it was. Like, we fundraised the
Really?
money and we did it. But it's just like, you got to rent a special TV. You got to
right.
rent the consoles, the video game consoles. There was an entire, whole shot that we had to, change in the moment because we couldn't shoot the parking lot because the cars were not 80s cars
Oh, that's
and we couldn't
interesting,
we
right?
didn't have time to run around and get everybody's keys and
The
play
80s has become a
musical
period
cars.
piece.
Yes,
Yeah.
it's totally a period
Wow.
piece. Like it's the kitchen. I remember art department had to put like a contact paper over the kitchen to make the fridge to make the fridge look period.
yeah.
Like we were hiding appliances left and right. In the classroom they had like a built-in computer like that took place of a projector. And
Right.
we're like,
Oh,
can we shoot
yeah.
around it? It was crazy.
That is
crazy.
funny how it all happens right under our nose, but you don't realize it till you set out to make a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's got a stainless steel fridge now, like you're saying, or a flat screen TV or whatever. Like,
Sure.
And like
That is
also TVs
crazy
from the
how that just
80s are like
happens.
heavy.
Oh my God,
I felt so bad at first. The art department pulled like a 90s TV and we had to be like, oop, that's from the 90s.
Nah.
And it's just 90s TV's also heavy.
Yeah.
And I had to go back
Sure.
and get a heavier TV.
Oh, the kids these days, they don't understand the burden of having to move and bring your TV with you from back
Ridiculous.
then. My God, I had a TV. I had like a 35-inch square, so like full screen, not widescreen, you know what I mean? But like the true square TV. It was only like 35 inches, which is like pretty good for a tube TV. But now you can get a 55-inch TV for like nothing, right? But anyway, it was like a 35-inch TV. This thing was, I'm not even kidding, 480 pounds. I swear to God. It was so heavy. I almost killed myself and Mrs. Davern one time trying to put it on top of like a chest of drawers. Like it almost fell on us. I mean, that thing was crazy.
It's like all those, those wires and bulbs and parts and what have you.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I went to, when I was in Utah shooting at Andy Mac season 3, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna buy a TV. Because like season 1, I rented all my furniture and so like there's a service that just like moves in all your rented furniture because I was only gonna be there for like 4 months.
Sure.
And then season 2, I rented somebody else's apartment that like had TV and stuff.
Oh, it was like furnished?
Yeah, and then I was like, I'm gonna be a big girl and buy my TV. And like I went to Best Buy and I was like, a TV is $80.
I know. I know. It's crazy right now. It's
crazy.
It is nuts. But you know, you were in Utah. You could have just brought all the 80s stuff back with you to shoot your thing. Because over there, it's 1981 still, isn't it?
Gosh. You know what? I will say Salt Lake is like hip.
It is pretty cool.
So hip.
Salt Lake's great.
Yeah, I would say it feels like a Silver Lake with more parking. You know, you got your bougie coffee shops. You've got like cocktail like bars. They mix them behind the curtain. You know,
That's
like
true, yeah.
But yeah, it's like artisanal blank. You know, like there's
All kinds
store.
of different foods.
All kinds of different foods.
Because all those missionaries go out to different parts of the world and they come back with recipes.
Salt Lake is actually really cool.
Salt Lake's great.
Much like my thing with Texas. Like Austin is cool, and then you got the rest of it. Salt Lake is cool, and like Park City, of course, and stuff. But then you got the rest.
Are you kidding me? Utah has the Big 5. I will spend a month in Utah and be perfectly fine.
You're talking about Ray
The
Allen,
national parks.
Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce.
Ridiculous. We have to take a break, you guys.
What? No.
Yeah, we do.
All right, fine. We'll take a break.
Text right now with iMessage. Text message BDS fans at Adobe.com. You're listening to The Brett Davern Show.
But other than getting to look at cool 80s set design,
Yes.
What is Becoming Eddie about?
Oh yes. Okay. So Becoming Eddie is about a Korean boy, Korean American boy who just like is ostracized by his classmates because he's Asian, and based off of the writer's actual experiences in his mostly white suburb where he grew up, and he worships like stand-up comedians. The writer himself, Ed Lee, he personally worshipped Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy is hard to get the rights for. But we also wanted to just be like more about worshiping like pop culture Americana.
Sure.
You know, because like when Ed and I were talking about our experiences growing up, I mean, we were dying to be normal, you know, quote, normal.
Right.
You know, we wanted to have lunches that people didn't, our classmates didn't point out and be like, that's weird, you know. And so we created a comedian called Eddie Myers, who's like kind of a mix of like Eddie Murphy and Andrew Dice Clay and Sam Kinison.
Sure.
And he makes a wish to be like this Eddie Myers character, so he can gain the favor of his classmates, and then he wakes up only being able to speak in this comedian's foul-mouthed jokes.
Oh, that's great.
And it was so much fun. The kid that we got, Josiah Laganoy, is so good, and it's just hilarious, like hearing like this foul language is coming out of this like adorable little boy because he's not saying it, he's saying the voice of like a grown man played by my friend from UCB, David Brown.
That's so fun.
And he wrote stand-up, he like collaborated with Ed for this character, so
that's
it's
great.
Yeah.
Where can we see it? When does it come out?
So now it's in the film festival circuit.
Great.
We just submitted to Sundance and like a number of other film festivals, and so then we're gonna tour it. We're touring this film,
Nice.
and then we'll see what happens after that. I think after like the film festival circuit, then we'll have it
I
for
mean,
public
right now,
distribution.
like the Good Boys has been #1 for a couple weeks or something, right? Like in theaters. So the idea of like a kid being funny, like it's a good
And a
time for
little
that,
raunchy.
and offbeat a little bit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's really cool.
I was great to be able to direct a script that I didn't have to write. I was like, I get to do the fun part.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure you'll be posting about it on social media. You can follow Leland at your friend Leland. So just your friend and then Leland, Lilan. You're also big in the improv comedy world in LA. You perform regularly at UCB. That's the Upright Citizens Brigade on Franklin.
Yeah, and there's one on Sunset too.
Oh, there is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
There's two now.
I don't know that one.
They had a baby.
Oh, really?
they multiplied.
Is there a rivalry?
No, it's
Okay.
like the same thing. Like people are like, which theater do you perform at?
I
It's
was
like,
hoping a
wherever
bunch of
there's a show.
improv comedians get together and like pull out their
like Jets and
switchblades
Sharks.
It'd be kind of fun.
Sunset, Franklin.
But they all pause right before the rumble and they go, somebody give us a suggestion. So you perform there regularly with a partner. And is this the name of the group, Leland and Wilder? Is
That's
okay?
it's the group is our names.
Right.
Yes, so Wilder and I are best friends from college, and we've been doing sketch and improv, not just at UCB, but at other different theaters. We had a show at the Pack Theater earlier this year. For a while, pre-Andy Mack, we were at like sketch festivals. We did like the one in Seattle. We did the Out of Bounds Festival in Austin.
Cool.
And yeah, we're just like we used to have a monthly show, and now that we're back from Utah, we just kind of like perform with whoever will have us.
Yeah, I love it. I love improv. We have a lot of improv friends and things like that in town, and I just every time I go see them, I've become like a tourist from Kansas, where I'm just sitting there going, they're making it up on the spot. Like, how do they do this? I mean, it's just. It's
the most
awesome.
impressive.
Can you describe for people the feeling that you have right before you take that stage when, I mean, you are just going up there without anything really prepared? I mean, except for your past experience of doing it.
When I was doing improv in my earlier years, right before every show, I would have to pee. Turns out I did not have to pee. It was just like this nervous thing. It was like, I have to go to the bathroom. And this was in college, and one of my friends, Megan, was like, you always have to go to the bathroom, but you never have to actually go to the bathroom. But now I feel like it's very comfortable. It's like a safe place for me. You know, I still get that excitement, like my heart rate gets up and stuff like that. But I've trained so much in improv now that going out and getting a suggestion, I feel like it's got to be similar to more like what an athlete does, you know, when they're diving and stuff, like things that would scare the bejesus out of me.
Yeah.
You know, like I would hate to be a gymnast, you know, and for me that looks like magic. That looks like, how is she doing that? You know, she could break her neck. But like it's just like, okay, everything clicks in. Like there's like an automatic
like
system.
a muscle memory.
Yeah, there's an automatic system that clicks in, get a word, and then like your brain starts like generating ideas. It's like, okay, so this word can mean this, and so I'll come out with this character. You know, like it's just simple as like association.
Freedom too, because you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
There's really no wrong answer. I mean, even if you fall flat on your face or, you know, the audience doesn't laugh or like whatever, even that can be funny or whatever. So,
that's such a beauty in this art is that I think that it's so hard to translate improv to film and stuff like that because we expect things to be perfect in film.
Sure.
But when you're feeling the energy of an audience, they are so with you anytime you make a mistake. It's so funny to them. They just love it. And that's not really something that you can show somebody later on. It's like, oh, look, they screwed up their line. Like, someone's gonna be like, cool.
Is there a regular time at UCB, regular time and day, or should they just check you out on social media? And
check me out on social media. People who follow me know this about me and roast me all the time for it, where I post shows like the day of or like an hour before. I'm like, hey, come check me out. and the comments are like, I can't.
I could have if I'd known about this 3 days ago.
Yes.
Right.
But I'm trying to get better about it.
All right.
But yeah, I try to post all my shows there. I'm doing some real cool shows. I'm doing a rap battle show. It's going to be my first one, freestyle rap.
Whoa.
So this scares me. Yes.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to be rapping freestyle based on suggestions with other people. It's going to be a really cool show.
Very cool.
Sherry Cola from Good Trouble is on that lineup too. We have got a couple of other all-stars too.
Great.
Yeah, but that's going to be a good one.
That's so fun. UCB, everybody in LA. Also, you probably go on their website and they'll have everything listed and whatnot.
Yeah.
UCB is like, it's
They're
UCB.
legendary.
I mean, come on. What more can you say?
It's legendary.
Speaking of improvisation, let's play a little game with you.
Okay.
We have just a few more minutes left in the show. Katie will hit the intro and then we'll play the game.
And now, you don't need to know everything about everything. You just need to know 3 things about everything. The game.
So speaking of improvisation, I'll just read these cards to you. It's name 3 whatever I say, and then you name 3 of them in 5 seconds or less. You get it right, you get a ding. We go on to the next card. You do as many as you can.
Okay.
We'll see what happens. I'll start out by reading to her. Intern Jordan will have her fingers in the air for the 5 seconds in case you need it, but we'll see what happens here. Name 3 cable TV stations.
Showtime, HBO, and Disney Channel.
Yeah, there we go. Warming up. Name 3 things found in a toolbox.
Hammer, wrench, screwdriver.
Name 3 types of wild cats.
Leopard, jaguar, tiger.
Name 3 holes.
Black hole, hole in your pants, and then hole in your pocket.
Name 3 reasons why you like autumn or fall.
The crunchy leaves, pumpkins, and Halloween.
Oh, wow.
There
we go.
I had to think about my opinions.
Name 3 things you like that you use ice for.
Warming, cooling a glass, putting in your armpit to feel weird.
But that was a huge
That was a good run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards.
Yes.
That might be a new record in round number 1.
For a first round, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hey.
definitely.
Oh, my gosh.
All right,
I'm
Leland,
juiced.
you read to Katie there.
Okay. Name 3 animals that lay eggs.
Ducks, geese, and pheasants.
Oop. Yeah. Name 3 U.S. states.
Colorado, Nebraska, Alabama.
Name 3 Beatles songs.
Let It Be, Hey Jude, and another one. Oh no! What happened? How did I not? How could I not come up with another?
I don't know. I was worried about the states.
What?
Well, just because I find that I get tripped up on those ones when we play this game because it's like
The easiest.
Because you start to have too many in your brain, you
Yeah.
can't pick any out.
It's
That's
true.
what happens to me
yeah.
sometimes.
Your
Yeah.
system gets overloaded.
You're like, just say Colorado, but for some reason it doesn't come out of your mouth.
Yep.
Anyway, well, how many did you get?
I think 2.
All right.
get two?
So
You
she's still.
You got 3.
Oh, I got.
Yeah.
Leland still has the.
She's got the
record at
advantage.
5
I
here.
see now.
All right.
Brett
over.
Davern.
All right, Katie.
Name-
5 is the number to beat.
Name 3 salad dressings.
Balsamic Ranch and Thousand Island.
Name 3 things that are black.
Jordan's car, Wee Sam's car, and
Only think of cars.
well, no, like that's what I mean. Like everything jumps in my head at once, like my sweatshirt, or I don't know, and then I can't pick anything out.
Like there's so many things in the studio
Coffee.
that are black.
I know.
Yes.
See, and then with like 12 seconds, I can come up with a million. The microphones, I could go all day long now. Oh, ridiculous.
Couldn't think of another black car.
All right, well, Leland is the champion of that. Play the outro, Katie.
Yay.
And that's how to play. You don't need to know everything about everything. You just need to know 3 things about everything. The game.
All right, well, final question for you, Leland. Thanks for being here once again.
Thank you for having me.
Everybody, you guys can check out, well, they can still go back and watch Andy Mack if they'd like
yeah.
to. They can see you as Bex. They got the new Disney Plus app coming out. I'm sure it'll be all over that. Or is it on one of the other ones, Netflix or Hulu? or
Not
anything
to my
right now?
knowledge yet. I hope it does go there so more people can watch it too. Disney Channel is like hard to find if you don't have cable.
Yeah.
Like my mom's not caught up because she refuses to buy them.
Oh.
She's like,
no.
you know, she's a money saver. She's
Well-
like, I am not going to do that.
Everyone can find that. And then also Becoming Eddie, if you get a chance to go to a film festival, check it out. And then, you know, hopefully it'll be out everywhere soon or whatever.
Yeah.
Or it'll be, you know, be a full feature or whatever soon. And then if you're in town, check out a UCB show, everybody, sometime. But let's get you out of here on this. We ask every guest this question. I actually just ask people this question in life because I think it cuts through everything else and just tells me everything I need to know about you as a person, this question, or your answer to this question.
Oh my gosh.
Serious.
Leland Bowden, what is your favorite fruit?
Strawberry.
That's a wrap, everybody. There it is. Thank you for listening live on Adobe.com, the free Adobe app, or wherever you get your podcasts. Clips and interviews are also available on Patreon. Check out our tier on Patreon, everybody. You can get full-length video episodes of every single show. Also, we put up the commercial breaks, too. So whatever we're talking about during the commercial breaks.
Uncut. Unfiltered.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you're fine, I think.
Oh, you're
We'll go over it after
yeah,
the
we're
show.
good. We're good.
Great.
Yeah, you're all
You
right.
didn't say anything crazy.
Oh, cool. Oh, yeah. No, I'm trained.
Yeah, you're fine. So check it out, everybody, on Patreon. If you like what you heard, tell everyone you know.
Tell 'em.
Say goodbye, producer KT.
Bye-bye.
Today's guest, Leland Bowden, can be found on social media at Your Friend Leland. That's YOURFRIENDLILAN. Stay tuned to Adobe Radio all day for the internet's best unfiltered music and radio. Once again, for producer Katie and intern Earmuffs and the MTVP and Leland Bowden, I'm Brett, reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. That was our show. We will see you tomorrow. Good night, Bay Day. Good night, Justin Bieber. Good night, Bill Belichick. Ugh. Goodbye. Good night, 2019 Escape Pigs, free weed in Texas, and the state of Utah.
That's it for the Brett Davern Show today. But don't worry, they'll be back.
You're the greatest. Oh my gosh. Thanks for coming in. Fun. I hope they're I talked about fun things.
No, you're great.
Yeah, you're
fun.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that was awesome. It was awesome.
Was awesome.
Hugs.
I know these cards are and we